the essence of the Finance Act is really to augment government revenue, because it's important to understand or to remember that as we speak, there are current provisions of the law. There is the Income Tax Act, the VAT Act, the Excess Duty Act. All those ones are in place. So what happens every budget cycle is that stakeholders, and these stakeholders could be taxpayers, it could be institutions like ICPAK, it could be government as well, who comes up with proposals to augment the revenue raising measures. So that's the essence of the Finance Act. If you look at the Finance Act 2026, for example, it has removed excess duty on drinking water. And we've always asked the question, why do you have excess duty on drinking water? And remember, this excess duty was about 7 shillings and about 12 cents per liter, which means that if you buy a bottle of water, a half a liter bottle of water, you're paying about 3 shillings or thereabouts in excess duty. Now, if you think about the cost of that excess duty stamp, whether it's digital or physical, you start asking yourself, why are we even collecting this? And this is a question that we're asking the policymakers. Why do we even need this excess duty on water? And don't forget, by the way, that water has ceased being a luxury. So why do we actually even need excess duty on that? And we're very happy that policymakers listened to that proposal and they have now removed it. Of course, the policymakers are expecting that there's going to be an impact on the final consumer in terms of a reduction in price, because now the manufacturers of this product are no longer charging excess duty. We really hope that that's going to be the case, because part of the pushback that we've been receiving from policymakers is, but even if we remove these taxes, we can't see an impact on the consumer prices. So we really hope the manufacturers are going to look at that. Now, so that's an example of a really good thing. We could also discuss other good proposals like the amnesty, for example. I don't know how many of you, especially in the room here, tried filing your returns the last week of June. It was a big problem, and understandably so, because you've got a system here which is now encountering significant volumes of traffic. So it's expected that it will be slow. It's expected that it perhaps may not be responsive. And the truth of the matter is, there are some people who perhaps did not manage to file their returns on time, which means that you've now accrued a penalty. But now with the amnesty coming in place, we're happy that it's going to give people an opportunity to review their affairs, ensure that they are compliant, and therefore not have to suffer the penalties and interest as a result of the waiver of the amnesty. So again, amnesty, a fantastic provision. As ICPAK, we actually proposed that, and we supported that proposal in the finance bill. So we're very happy that it has come through. So